the faster you trust yourself and your intuition to just going all in and trying things out with an openness of, we just figure it out. We just collect data. We just collect information. Is it working? Is it not working? And also, is it working for me? Most importantly, you have to ask yourself, is this working for me? Is my energy behind it? Is this something I can imagine doing consistently? Because only if the things that you're doing in your business, in your content creation, in the way you work with clients, in the way you show up in your brand online or on the platforms that you want to show up regularly, you want to share your message, you want to express yourself fully, only then it is sustainable and it is scalable. So this week is really an exciting week. We are on the other side of the first 6 months of the year. Hello, can we just hold on a second and realize we're in the second half of the year? So maybe a short reminder, what was the goal that you set this year? I might link the energy update and the vision and goal setting PDFs, the template that I recorded at the beginning of the year. I made a prediction that I said, don't get too fixated on a specific goal. This year will move super fast. This year will actually be only 7 months, which is at the end of this month, energetically. And you want to be after 7 months there where you said you're going to be after 12 months, but in a totally different way. And things will change and rearrange. And yeah, I feel like my predictions became reality. And this is not prediction. This is me reading the energy and translating it into business so that you can be prepared and not overly prepare for things that your mind comes up with, what you think you're going to scale, grow, create. And really we want to step to the side and go into the passenger seat and be in that passenger consciousness and letting your authority guide you towards the next thing. This week, today, with Uranus going into Gemini, it's a big transit over the next 7 months. I'm going to record right after this a specific video just on that and what that means for our industry, for your brand, your message, your ideas. It's all about communication, speaking, writing, and thinking, which is our expression and which is also our way we manifest. So that's really exciting. And then we have on Friday, we have the full moon in Capricorn. And this full moon is it is the illumination of you as the CEO and your brand and your business, making decisions for the next months that are really essential, the foundation of building something new. And you want to be very clear what that is, and you want to be very clear that it aligns with your chart. Anything else that we create from our mind or from other people's advice and strategy and ways of working, or even a big narrative right now, this is the only way to do it. And you have to use these tools or strategies or AI or not AI. Forget about it. It's only about what works for you. So Capricorn on Friday, the full moon, with this week 53, gate 53 is about new beginnings. And new beginnings in terms of ask yourself, what is really truly aligned? What is it that you want to create? With Uranus going into Gemini, expect the unexpected downloads, clarity, thoughts, ideas that you had maybe put to the side for a long time, or something is coming back with even more clarity, or even something completely unexpected. For me, for example, I had a desire and a feeling that for a long time I wanted to work more with men. And anytime in real life, I attract more men than women to my work. I'm in negotiation here in person with business owners, 7-figure business owners, to build their brand and help them scale a business. It feels so much easier. And it's a background from my consulting time where I was only in an environment with men. And then also my personality and my way of being a woman is more masculine. Also in my chart, it's more yang energy than yin energy. And so in the online space, it sometimes can feel very women heavy in our space. And now I'm branching out into the speaking space and personal development, and there are more men. It's so refreshing. And so this weekend, it got even more clearly shown that, yeah, I'm going to make space for it. I'm going to change my content strategy. My brand now has, I'm so clear who I speak to. So this is what you want to be clear this week. When you build something, when you create something new, it is about what you have to offer, right? You offer your work, the message that you want to share. And the business is our vessel to have people come in, experience your work, and also to receive the resources, the money, so that you can do more of what you feel called to do. Now, you will be even more clearly shown that this is different, what you now want than 6 months ago. So, but get clear about where do you want to be in 6 months. We have the Capricorn full moon coming up on Friday, and there is on Saturday, Saturn going retrograde. So there's a lot of Saturnian CEO boss vibe energy. And this is about maturing into your decision. And we have to and want to lean into the scary decisions, because anything that you feel called to create, it has never done before. And the scarier it feels, and the more you come up with, who am I to do this? And how can I make this work? And oh my God, it does not matter, because this is a sign that you're finally going after or having more clarity about what you are designed to create. New era post 2027 is about differentiation. So you get now shown what that is, and that can feel very scary. And you don't have to worry about how to make it happen. Human design tells us that you've got to only focus on the desire, what you want. The more clear you are what you want, the more you show the universe that you're willing, and you got to take the steps. This energy is about taking the steps. It's not about making plans. The new era is not about overly gathering information, making the plans to feel safe. That is old paradigm, and it's a sabotage pattern. You want to move with the energy. And as I said, you got to fail fast as entrepreneur. And I see this is why I prefer to work with men over women sometimes. And not all women are that way, but I feel men are more risk affirm. And I think we women got to go into our leadership, and also that is what entrepreneurship is. This is what third lines are here to really model us, that it's okay to make mistakes. It's just gathering information, pivoting, and finding your way. But if you sit there and still overly think, what is the right next step? You're falling behind. The energy is picking up. And if you want to use that energy to see clear results in your business and get out of the stuckness, many of you are in that stuck energy of overthinking what's going on. And I know what's going on, and it's going to be even faster. So I had conversations about, it was such a challenging time the last month, and said, yes, and it's going to continue, because we have only 18 months left. You got to get on your path. You got to do the thing. And it's the bigger thing. And the timelines are splitting, and the path are now showing either you step into your purpose and your calling, or you keep hiding and you will not make it, period. And I'm now even more direct and clear, because that's the truth. And I'm in it with you, and I feel stretched every day. And, stuff comes up. The not self theme comes up, because and that's good. That's good, because it shows you exactly what is holding you back. And it's not that specific thing in your gate that you want to learn more about. This is the time of taking action and having these quick shifts by applying those principles of human design, those mechanics, to translate that and shift that quickly. And I did that in my retreat. It's a technology combination of mechanics, the dynamics that just happen now, energetics, and spiritual technology. It's super powerful. And my role, my work is, what I feel called to do is to share more about this and to create spaces with my new offers that you can learn about them and apply it to your business and see results even after one session. It's that powerful because we need those breakthroughs now faster. The time is speeding up. We don't have time anymore to sit there and ponder and heal and go through all this for months. This is the new era. So, and this week, I'm going to start recording more of these videos, but also create offers for you to join if that feels aligned for you, that you want faster results. And so if you are, 3 things you need to focus on. Get clear about what is it that you want to create. If it's you want to create, this is what I hear a lot of my clients coming to me, I help them with. I want to attract a higher level, higher caliber client. I'm clear who I don't want to work anymore. I'm outgrown that level. I feel bored, exhausted, not inspired. Or you have an offer suite already set up and you're clear that you only want to focus on that one specific thing. Great. So you want to be clear. Who is that person? You want to speak to one specific person who you want to be clear about the challenges that they are facing right now and the desires. And you want to be clear about how you can help them. So the transformation that you offer, what is the clear results and the methodology, the systems that you use. And the most important thing is you want to be clear about the message and your brand positioning so that they recognize you. It's not about growing your audience first or having a post go viral or getting more engagement. It's about messaging, speaking exactly into the challenges that your client face, getting recognized, not just visible. You can scale with a small audience and you actually want to nail your messaging first before you put any energy into content creation, because if you're not clear about who you help, how you help them, and how to get seen by them, you will blur in. Your ideal client doesn't feel spoken to. They keep scrolling. They maybe show up in your DMs and say, hey, you're inspirational. I love your content, but they're not buying. And you want to have people come to you, and even if they don't know you and have never met you, this is the time, they've never met you before, but if they see one post of you and your messaging is on point, aligned with your Mercury placements, your profile, your brand voice, your specific aspects of your chart that give you the exact keynotes that they are looking for. You don't have to look for any clients anymore when you create what they are looking for and when you clearly can communicate that. And this is the time now with Mercury going into retrograde to get clear on your messaging, to get even more confident and bolder and certain and in your how you show up and in your brand. To really, this is the time the next weeks until August 11 to do a rebrand. And I am creating something that you can do that with me and where I can help you exactly get clear how to stand out and how to sell out your offers without feeling salesy, without feeling the pressure that you have to show up all the time. When you have an aligned brand based on your chart, your messaging does the selling for you. And that's way easier. This is what I role model you with my 6 line energy, with this, role modeling, with the lifestyle content where every moment is content. This is what you want. You don't want to sit anymore at your desk or follow a content plan or overthink hooks. Like, this is not for me. It doesn't ever work for me. And so I think you're the same. If you're creative, if you're visionary, if you have work that is completely different, then you also maybe have hard times to put it into words. And this energy this week starts with building clear structures and starting to build something. And so that is really exciting. And when you know these parts about your chart, you will position yourself so clearly that every post calls in the right clients. And with Mercury going into retrograde, It's the perfect time to get clear about your messaging. With the Cancer and Leo energy, the next 2 months, we have incredible energy coming through. You can upgrade into higher timelines, skip destinies, have massive breakthroughs when you know what about your chart is it that you want to dial up in your brand, and also what is blocking you. Because the work is not just to now sit down and strategize all the things. My genius is to help you get unblocked and have things naturally come out of you, because then you're already living your design. Then you're speaking in your brand voice. Then you're showing up exactly as the version of you that your ideal client is looking for. But right now, everything is blurry. Everything is over explaining. There's a word soup, and they go like, oh my God, this is way too much for me. Or they're like, okay, great. Thanks for the inspiration. Next one. So that is the energy this week. And I want you to take one exercise away from this. And the first thing is about what is it that you really want? What is it that you get shown this week in particular? And you can leave in the comments some breakthroughs, realizations, aha moments around downloads you will and visions that you have. Maybe something like I said, okay, I want to work with more this type of person. But what else comes up? Because when you ask for what you really want, you also unconsciously ask for what is to get shown what is limiting you. And this is the work. This parallel work, the polarities about this is what I want, and then a lot of not so stuff comes up. And this is great because you want to have also clear goals. This is the second thing. What do you want and what is the outcome? We want to reverse engineer it. Yeah. If you don't set clear goals, the CEO Saturn energy, because you're afraid that you don't reach them, then there's no clear vessel and the universe cannot use your energy. Energetically, you want to be clear and certain. And even if you don't reach that goal this month, it doesn't matter. What it gives me usually when I ask my clients, okay, what is the goal? My client said to me, okay, I want to sell a 50K VIP package. And immediately it came up. Like, what are the limiting beliefs? What do you think your people are responding to it? Okay, people don't have the money, or they think it is too expensive. And then I could look at her content. Because of that, she was overly explaining her offers. She was validating. She was seeking for that confirmation. And that is a very insecure, uncertain energy. And if you are not clear, the people you attract are not clear. So what happens then in your DM is just a reflection of your own not self showing up instead of you, certainty, fullest, authentic, aligned version of you. So we want to get there. Okay. So first, this exercise, what is it that you really want? What are your goals? Set really specific goals over the next 3 months and 6 months, and then see what comes up. And then we take it to the next step. I will link in the description the goal setting sheet to set aligned goals, to get clear about what you want and to do that work. So this is something you can dive into. And then until next time, make sure to watch the next video about Uranus in Gemini. It's going to be very exciting.